ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster. I was going to start my speech tonight with a joke about ESCOM, but I ran out of energy. Good evening, or rather, Sawubona. I'd like to start my speech tonight by just explaining the title of the speech that I'll give. So, Sawubona means, it means literally, I see, but this is a way that my people, the Zulu people, greet one another. So if you meet someone, instead of saying hello, you'd rather say Sawubona. And the way that you identify a Zulu person is you see them wearing this traditional attire. And when you say you're Sawubona, you have to have a beautiful smile like this young man in this photo. Second word that is part of the title of my speech tonight is memoir. Memoir. According to Merriam-Webster, it's a written account in which someone, such as a famous performer or politician, describes past experiences. I'd like to assure you that even though I'm not famous yet, I will still give you an account of my personal experiences in photos. This is the structure of my presentation for tonight. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am, what I'm passionate about, and lastly, where I see myself in the future. Who I am. So, what's in a name? My names are Dumisani Nobile and my surname is Ndaba. Although I know what they mean, you might not. So I took the liberty of Googling what a trusted source says people with my name should, what a trusted source says the characteristics are typical of people with my name. So the first name, Dumisani. I'll just read from my paper here. Dumisani. Derived from Dumisani of Zulu origin, a name meaning praise. He shows deep interest in all he's involved in. He has a smile to gladden any heart. He handles any crisis in his stride. He's a breath of fresh air. A man without violence and always seeks solutions. Nobile, my second name. Derived from Nobile, of Ndebele origin, a name meaning conquered. He shows deep interest in all he's involved in, remains undaunted by life's challenges. He believes in the good of man. A conscientious worker, and he's able to linger longer because time is on his side. The funny thing that I found in getting these descriptions was that there are no negatives. So apparently people with my name are perfect. Second part of who I am is where I come from. I come from a city called Pietermaritzburg in KZN. I was going to tell you a little bit about KZN and why it matters to me and some of the experiences that I've had there. And then I thought to myself, what would be more powerful is to have a blank slide and tell you that where I come from is not as important as where I'm going. Who I am, meet the family. And yes, I made them wear these clothes. So on the left-hand side is my sister, my younger sister, Nonjabulo. Right next to me is the queen of my heart, my mother, Nomusa, and my father on the far right, Sipiwe. How I came to be in the career that I am in currently. It's kind of a weird story, and the way that I went about to find out what am I doing here and why am I doing what I'm doing is I dug in my archives and I found my CAO forms, which is basically all the forms that you send into different institutions to show that rank, where you rank all the programs that you'd like to partake in when you leave matric. This is all the way from 2007. So, for those you can't see, I'll just read some of the options that I've chosen. So my first option, BCom Management. Second, Public Relations Diploma. Third, Journalism Diploma. Fourth, a Tourism Management Diploma. And fifth, Psychology. And the sixth one was Geography and Environmental Management, which I ended up doing. Then I did Hydrology, and now I'm doing Town Planning. So what I'm passionate about? What I'm passionate about is self-improvement, which is why I'm here. As you can see, this is me getting inducted to the Toastmasters Club. And every day I try to at least read or learn something new that I didn't know previously. What I'm also passionate about is good times and good people. As we leave varsity, it's difficult to keep up with the friends that we've made along the way, but I try to spend as much time as I can with them. I like this photo because it reminds me of it, well, what I can remember of it. A night that me and this young fellow went out for some good times. Even though I was inundated with what I was drinking, I was still responsible because it's not about whether they advertise or not. It's really about how you control yourself. Another thing I'm passionate about is a company some friends of mine and I have, which is about making comics and clothes. These are the comics, and previously you saw a catalog of the clothes. I also like keeping active. On the left, you see me being part of a 15-kilometer fun run, and on the right, I play squash for the CSIR. And I also am passionate about traveling, especially in SA, to celebrate some of the places that we have rather than elsewhere. So on the left, you see a Shisanyam in Tembisa, and on the right, you see Maboning Precinct in Johannesburg. I'm also passionate about writing. This is an example of something my sister had asked me to write for her. She asked me, she was going to buy a car, so she asked me to give her advice on what are the things she should look for. So I start off very well. Everyone has a take on what you should buy and why you should buy it. But when I conclude, I'm like, you could always ignore all of this and just buy a car that looks pretty. When I came across this, I found it a little bit funny. Where I see myself in the future. So this photo is taken outside where I'm currently renting, but it shows that the place that I'd like to own is a club/bar/live entertainment venue, and it's called the Mahogany. So this is me trying to almost visualize myself with this sign hanging outside my door. And I'm out of time, so I'll just wrap up. I'd also like to MC. This is something I did recently and found I really liked at an event that we had at work recently. And I'm also passionate about training and mentoring. So you'll see on the left there's some photos of me and some learners that we took on a 10-day workshop. These are high school learners from Tembisa in Pretoria. This is the trip we took. It was a 5-day workshop, but part of the workshop was taking them on a trip to Pretoria Botanical Gardens to learn about nature. I was a judge at the National Science Expo. And this is where, these are two ladies that I introduced to my career and to the career of other colleagues on Celsi Take a Girl Child to Work Day. And I'm also passionate about event planning, well, in the future at least. And these are the only people that showed up to the 12-year primary school reunion that I organized, even though many more had RSVP'd. So that's my bits about who I am, what I'm passionate about, and where I see myself in the future. And I'd like to end by saying, Sawubona. Thank you.